Good morning, guys. Today is P4 day 12. And here emerges the toddler. Yes. Okay, let's do the video, okay? Sorry, guys, for all the shaking. I had one the other day. It was so shaky. Today is P4 day 12. And yesterday I had a first of first. So yesterday,
Stop doing video.
Well, I gotta finish this and then we'll be done. So like my new robe, my friend got it for me for Christmas. You guys, I know it probably doesn't look like anything special, but it is so comfortable. Oh, the fabric's amazing. Anyway, so yesterday, I hit 120.0 and so close to the teens, so exciting. Kind of explained in my vlog yesterday just how I've been eating to hunger. Was busy yesterday till 5 o'clock. Thought, okay, I'm not going to eat that big of a dinner, but I've been listening to my body. I wanted my almond butter brownies, so I came home and had a couple of those. Well, when I got home, my friend had shipped, she does a baking day with her family, and she had shipped us something, like from all the stuff that she baked. And I mean, I've been around, stuff, obviously. I started this before Halloween, so I've been around stuff, constantly. Hasn't been a big deal. Well, everything in this box just happened to be my absolute favorite. Buckeyes and peanut butter fudge and things like that. So, I had an extra brownie. I had 2 brownies because that usually is like a meal for me. And, had an extra brownie because I was just like, I felt so tempted, And then, like, it wasn't even like I was making a conscious decision, but I was just like, it's like some kind of magnetic force pulling me towards the tin, and I thought, I should just go ahead and eat half of each of one of these cookies, so that I'm not tempted, because otherwise I'm going to sit here and think about it all night, try not to think about it afterwards. So I just need to go ahead and, eat half of these. I wasn't hungry, but I just felt like I needed to get it out of the way. So whether or not that was wrong or right. So I go over there, I taste a Buckeye. I'm going to eat half of it, and then I'm like, I'm going to eat this whole thing because I love Buckeyes, and they're just so good. They're the chocolate with the peanut butter, which, I mean, you could totally make one that would be P3 and P4 friendly. So anyway, so I have that, and then at one point I started to feel myself kind of get that, how you guys, when you've like restricted yourself, and that feeling that you get with that where you just start like kind of going for it, like shoving things in, and I kind of felt that come up in me just like that, and I was like, stop, like this is not what this is, I recognized it. I stopped it. However, I was still eating when I wasn't hungry, so it definitely was not a total success. But I stopped that kind of, binging type mentality. Almost just like a dog, just going for it, like, argh. So then I tried half of each of the other ones. There was one more I had a whole one of, like a little salted caramel covered pretzel. It was like salted caramel bark or whatever. So I tried them. I felt full. I took them immediately to my husband's car because it's a whole full tin, and I was like, "You got to keep this in your car."
Mommy.
Okay, well, we're almost done. So I put the whole tin in his car, so it's still there. And we've had other things in the house, and it hasn't been an issue, but I just felt like with those cookies, I needed to get them out. I wish it wasn't that way, I wish I didn't wake up kind of thinking about them or whatever, but I think, it's funny because they were awesome, but they didn't taste any better to me than, anything else I'd been making. I think it was just more the thought of, I hadn't had anything at Halloween, hadn't had anything at Thanksgiving, and these just so happened to be my favorite Christmas cookies. And again, I mean, it's not like I ate a ton of them. I ate half of some of them and then one of some other ones. But I was full. I mean, we went to church last night, I was full. Went to bed, I was full.
This is Rita.
So then I get home and I go to bed and I don't like that full feeling, you know, after doing HCG. Chase, wait just a minute. After doing HCG, you just don't like that full feeling. If you touch that, you're going to be in trouble.
No.
That's disobeying, buddy.
No.
I'm almost done. And so anyway, sorry about all that shaking. So anyway, so I do that. I go to bed, and I wake up in the middle of the night. Some of you know Chase had been sick not that long ago. He started with throwing up. Well, I wake up, and I mean, I'm just like, I'm going to throw up. I mean, it wakes me up. I feel that sick. And I'm like, am I getting the flu? Am I, you know, what's happening? Like, I'm sweating. I take off my top. I tee him off, but put it on the floor. I'm just like picturing where am I going to get sick, you know, what room am I going to run to, trying to like plan it all out because I hate throwing up and I'm kind of weird about it. So I'm like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I don't have any place, you know, to throw up. And then I thought about Stephanie and about, I think it was Nicole who got sick on their loading. It's just reminded me of like why I do not want to load. But you know, Stephanie got sick and threw everything up that second day. And I was like, wow, you know, I remember when she told me that, I was like, really? I mean, wow. I mean, obviously I believed her, but I just found it hard to believe. And yeah, now I don't. I mean, just from that little bit of that stuff, and ironically, it didn't have that much sugar in what I had because, I mean, it had sugar, but the Buckeyes were mostly peanut butter. The peanut butter fudge was mostly peanut butter. When I put it in my Fitness Pal, I mean, my sugars for the day were only at like 35. And, you know, my carbs like 120. And I mean, that happens on other days when I'm not eating cookies. So I was just like, wow, you know, I mean, what I had really wasn't that sugary. It's not like it was a piece of cake. And I mean, I was sweating, I was sick. So just, you know, I want to be able to have things like that occasionally, but it just, the way I felt wasn't really worth it. But I do want to think about the way it made me feel mentally, how I had that impulse to devour, and how I, you know, I'm trying not to make myself think about eating more and all that. Like, that's just something that I have really been doing well with, that I want to get past, and it's obviously something that I need to continue to work on because it takes time. Today it is so rainy and so windy. I wasn't able to train my trainee this morning. My whole body hurts anyway. Like, I think it's because Tuesday I ran, did spinning and then yoga, which I do that. But it'd been a few weeks since I had been to yoga, and it's like yoga Lattes, and so like, I'm just sore from it, which is sad, but I am. So it's probably good that I didn't run today. But, so it looks like it's going to kind of be a lazy day. I need to go get my hair done, and I'm just not. I haven't been doing it. Then my husband got me a tanning package, which I don't tan, but it's like a spray tanning package, which I'm like, what are you trying to say? Every winter he does that. And I'm always like, I don't want to do that. But then when I go and you get just a little bit, I mean, I don't get orange, but you get just a little bit of color, it's like, oh, this is kind of nice, you know. But it's a little scary because you wonder what's in those chemicals. So anyway, and I need to get some last minute gifts and stuff, but with it being nasty out, like, I just don't even know that I want to go out. My husband's been going out every night Christmas shopping, and like for me and our sons, and I haven't got to go and do any of that. I am like so lame, you guys. I mean, at 7 o'clock, I'm in my bed every night because I get up at 5. And I take melatonin, and Chase comes in there, and we lay in there and like fall asleep. This is like, I kind of feel like it's getting ridiculous, but I mean, I get up so early, so that's why I do it. But like my husband, you know, he's going out shopping. I feel like I'm kind of missing out on some things by doing that. But anyway, that's a total side note. Teresa moment. Slow-mo. Just kidding. Anyway, so as far as doing another round goes, we're just gonna see. Of course, I would like to do one just because everybody's doing one, but I just don't. I mean, I think if I loaded, it would have to be the fat load, the target load. I just don't think I could do any sugars. And I told Jesse the other day I'm not even craving any sugars. And what's funny is on my run yesterday, I was like, I'm not even craving anything like that. You know, like my brownies are enough. And then, you know, yesterday I get that in the mail and eat it. Pride comes before the fall, people. It's true. So, but I don't think I could do, I'd have to do the fat target load. Because I can take in some fat through guacamole, cheese, all that stuff. So anyway, all that to say, goodness, if you've been following this long, I was up 1 pound. So I was 121.0. I'm still on Tom, but I have been, and I've been releasing every day, big releases. So that's not it. I had more calories yesterday than I'd been having. I had probably 1 bottle of water, if that, and, you know, I've been exercising every day, and my mouth, like my tongue, was like stuck to the roof of my mouth this morning. Like I'm dehydrated. I have to drink some water. But the 1 pound was probably just, I mean, all of that I know is part of it, but I mean, it could just be just from having that sugar. But at least it wasn't more than that. I feel like that's really good that I've stabilized to the point where, because I know sometimes people will add things and it's like these huge jumps. And so, you know, that's kind of what I expected. But at the same time, I was like, I hope it's not that. So I feel like it was okay. I mean, 1 pound, I'm dehydrated. I ate more calories. It could just be from that. I mean, not even the sugar, and I feel like it'll be back down tomorrow. But I'm almost to the teens, and I got the surgeon's phone number yesterday, so we're going to go in January to a plastic surgery consult, and the person that I'm going to comes highly recommended by a physician we know who actually had a tummy tuck through this guy. So that's good. And, you know, I know we have the question of more babies. Like I said, if I'm going to go, when he asks him if I'm going to have more, I'm just going to say no. And then in the time frame that it takes for me to save up, if I don't get pregnant, then that's my answer. So I'm just going to go with that. I mean, it's so hard to put an end to that chapter of your life. And, you know, we're getting relicensed as foster parents in May. We've always been passionate about adoption. So, you know, I don't think that we're done having children, but we may be done having biological children, which is, you know, hard to